Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on which time zone you are currently participating in our webinar that is organized by myself through 2 Points, 1 Smile or Inspire New Beginnings. And I'm really happy and grateful that you are all participating in this particular event. So welcome for everybody. Just a couple of things before we get started. I enabled the chat version, which should be possibly on your right side of the computer. So when you see on the right screen, there is a little box where you can type something in, either a question, a comment, simply saying hello, or asking or commenting on something that I just type Aroha Nui for now, and that should be coming up now. So hopefully you can all see that, and you can do that during the whole hour of our webinar here. The other thing is, last time we did something like this, the energies were obviously so intense that at some point the whole connection broke down. If that happens, just be patient. It takes me a few minutes to reboot everything, and you should be, if you just stay put, you should be able to see me in a few minutes. I will be always coming back online. So the worst case scenario for you would also be that you have to go and open up your link again, but most of the time you just stay put. I have to reorganize everything, and yeah, then we get started. Hello to Germany, I can see here. Hello to England. Hello to California. Not quite sure, Teresa, where you are residing currently. Just checking who else I can see here from people I might know. Yes, obviously New Zealand. Nelson, awesome. There is Estonia is back on. Hopefully you noticed this, Maide. I love this color. That's something I received as a gift from one of my dear friends in Estonia when I was there. And I love the color, and I thought it was very beneficial to wear that tonight. Hello to Denmark. Hello to Poland. Yeah, and other areas I don't. Oh, Vancouver, yes. Hello, Claire. And hello Helga. I don't think I will be able to do this webinar half German and half English. However, the energy transmission or transformation itself doesn't require any language. So I hope you will follow yeah, my English language, so to speak. I told a few of you already that I, at the beginning of this year, have started a Te Reo course, Te Reo Maori. And I, not only because I really would like to at least be able to address the culture in my speeches, however, I also really would like to learn more about their culture. And part of their culture is anytime they have a presentation or a speech or introducing something or talking to a group, they always start with either a waiata, which is a song, or a karakia. And I haven't quite yet got the tune from the songs. And so I would like to start with a karakia, which is a form of prayer. And this one is basically the same language as we are speaking in Two Pointing. It has very much to do with the energies of the universe and asking them to be part and present of this time that we are spending here together for the next hour. Tau mai ko te Māori tū, ko te Māori noho, ko te Māori orangi, ko te Māori o papa, ko te Māori aroha. Tau mai ko te Māori aio, ko te Māori o ngā tupuna. Uhi, wero, hara mai te toki. Haumi e, hui e, tā I ki e. So Māori in Te Reo means the essence or vibration of the universe, something that we are currently always talking about as well. Oh yes, good. It's morning in Estonia. Well, for me, this is the one of the first few ones I'm doing here in New Zealand, which is the evening. So the intention for today is there will be not a lot of talking, hopefully, from my point, because the intention why I wanted to put this out is to help each and every one of us to increase our own energy, our own vibration and frequency. Because my belief or my philosophy in regards to two-pointing is, if our frequency is high, that is what we are currently constantly emitting or sending out, so to speak. And by sending out positive energy and positive frequencies, we are influencing every living being that is around us, which is far more beneficial than focusing on something sad or negative and vibrating on that frequency. I believe we can only be of service, especially in situations where we are really out of control, have no control over. And Helga, thank you very much. Helga is a friend of mine in Germany who participated in a workshop last year when I came. And by the way, it's almost my anniversary for leaving to this world tour last year. And she initiated and said, why should we, why not spread a little bit more positive energy around the planet? And that's exactly what we will be doing. So my plan is that I will do my usual way of two-pointing, so where we are transforming a lot of our personal blockages, but then we go into transforming blockages in the field, and we intentionally will connect with each other, like in our minds, holding hands, transforming blockages that are between cultures, between families, between different countries on the way. And then we are going into a little meditation where we are increasing our own frequencies, throwing basically all the limiting beliefs, negative stories, whatever we had in the past, or in another dimension, or in the past lifetime. We throw this out, focus completely on transforming and healing and energizing first our own body and cells, then our energy field, then spreading this between us, linking us, so that the whole globe is basically covered by a grid of our vibration of this positive transformation, healing energy. And then I will just internally, I'm not explaining the whole process, that's not the purpose for tonight. The purpose is that you are going into feeling of this, transforming for yourself, and then uniting with the whole group so that we are helping to send that, what I call light, which we really are, in particular to areas on this planet that requires that a little bit more light currently. And areas of obvious concern are Nepal and Chile. And in general, I always believe Mother Earth, because my understanding is that she really has enough of being exploited, and that her reactions that we on the human level feel in regards to earthquakes or volcano eruptions is our own personal saying, this is enough. We humans explode emotionally sometimes because we have been suppressing our own stuff over a long period of time, and we have been suppressing and exploiting us, our cultures, Mother Earth, and at some point the reflection is coming directly back to us. So that's what we are going today as well. I received a few messages that will be part of the integration when we are going into the light work. So thank you for sending those through. I will attempt to, because a couple of them are in Polish, to read it. However, if I can't, I think I hopefully can manage to put it up on the chat box here too, so that a lot of you can see it in that place. So for now, though, if anybody who came on late, if you are choosing to ask something or comment on something, I enabled the chat version, and you can feel free to say whatever you like. I hope you all have either tissues or water or a cup of tea with you, because I'm pretty sure this will be quite intense in a way. Any questions before we get started, or any comments? Then use the time right now. Otherwise, I am ready to go. I'm just waiting for a few seconds, just in case somebody wants to mention something. Yeah, make sure you just are sitting comfortably. You can choose, that's totally up to you. You can choose to, when I start the transformation in a minute, to work on something yourself, on any issues that you have, specific ones. I will just go through some general things, or you just sit back and relax and let it kind of wash over you without actively using, your hands, or some of you are not using them anymore. Yeah, just choose. You can either have an intention to work on specific issues that you are experiencing, or you just go with the whole general stuff that I will be doing. Okay, are we all good? Then let's get started. And my cat luckily just left my lap, so I have a bit more space, and she is now sitting on the other side of the table, being a bit grumpy, because I'm usually in the evening sitting, spending time with her. Okay, just for you, for anybody who hasn't practiced this, it doesn't really matter. You just inhale and exhale a couple of times really deep. The rest of you mention or say it out loud or in your mind: mental level alpha. Everything is light and information. And then drop into your hearts and be grateful that all of this has already been transformed, resolved, dissolved. Well, I don't even have to say the things anymore. I started straight away. For those of us, you that haven't worked with me before, I will be yawning quite a bit. That's my way of releasing. And often before I even say something, as soon as I think it, I go into this field and immediately transform. So sometimes I will, like now, I will immediately start yawning and transforming, and without having the option or ability to explain it. So you just have to bear with that. Well, let's start possibly just with our own health and well-being, and asking if there are any particular blockages in any of our auric fields, any of our layers in our body, maybe even any energy blocks that we are currently not feeling in a manifested form, but that are already there. If there's anything in regards to health and well-being that needs and wants to be transformed. And I will sometimes use my hand, sometimes I won't. If I feel it works already beautifully without, I won't. Any blockages that any of us are experiencing in our physical health and well-being, either already as a manifested block or as an energy block that is starting to develop into a physical energy block. Including any issues that are developing already from the DNA. Any blockages or influences that create blockages from our working environment. Any emotions that are related to these blockages. Any limiting beliefs that we picked up at some point, at some time, that are creating any of the physical symptoms in our health and well-being. And just, I'm not even saying be transformed or anything anymore, just except my yawning is doing exactly that. Any blockages in regards to that lie in the past, the present, the future, or in any space, time, and dimension. Because someone mentioned it, we're including repeating bladder infections, any eating patterns that are influencing our well-being, that are creating energy blockages. Any addiction patterns, whether they are food, alcohol, drug, or relationship related, that are creating energy blocks. Any energy blocks that are preventing us to experience in our physical forms flowing, energized, beautiful flow of health and well-being on all levels. And any blockages that are related to health and well-being that I haven't even thought of, but are somewhere, some place, please come forward to be transformed. Okay, that was topic number 1. That was quite interesting. Again, if you wish, put your own stuff in there. I'm just saying certain words or bring up certain fields that kind of most of us are experiencing. But if you wish to mention something in particular, do so for yourself or put it in this box here, and then there is particular attention to that energy block. We are all sitting now in one field, and that means we are all working on not just only our energy blocks that we are thinking of, but if we are resonating with any energy block from anybody in this group that is currently here, we are transforming that at the same time. That is the beautiful thing of doing this work together as a group, because it will have a much bigger impact on your whole transformation, instead of working just on yourself or just me working with one other person. So that's why I really like to have these bigger global events, because we have a massive shift going on. Okay, then let's tackle the next topic, which seems to be the topic that I currently see online, which I'm almost ready to write a blog post about, and that is money and finances. Because I really feel, there is a lot of shifts going on in regards to the topic money, or how this world in the future will operate, which has little to do with what is happening now. And the main focus of so many people is, I understand on a physical level how important it is to have the safety and the security, but most of these things have nothing to do as such just with money. But I'm not going into detail about that today. But it is, in my head, and I really want to write about it. The idea is that we are fostering our feelings of safety, because most of the time that's what we are after when we want more money. We don't necessarily just want the money. We want a feeling of safety, basic safety, and then the feeling of self-worth comes as a next bigger one. But that's what we will be working with. So you can either, again, and put your own things in the kete, which is Maori for basket, or just have a general intention in regarding to your feelings of abundance. And as you know, since we are in this field now, we don't have to continuously repeat the process of mental level alpha. Everything is light and information. The one thing that every now and then is quite good to go back to is this dropping into your heart and feeling gratitude that this has already been transformed and resolved. And we are just not quite experiencing it on the human level, but it has already all been transformed on another dimension. And all we have to do is catch up with that. Okay, so you just feel into if you have any issues with money or abundance, or in regards to receiving it, to accepting it, to keeping it, any of those things. If nothing of that nature resonates with you, you can always, in any topic, by the way, just say, whatever I'm ready to let go of today. And then you are just completely open to, I always say, what file in your computer is not needed anymore and can be thrown out. And that will be done by your higher self, or your soul, or your future self, which knows a lot more about any of these things than we do. So that's another, that's something you can do as well. So any blockages that any of us are experiencing in regards to the topic or issue of money, what it stands for, the limitations that come with it, the ideas of limitation. Anyone having any fears of not being able to pay their bills or their mortgage or another payment. Anyone having a job they have because they think they need to survive rather than having a job they love and enjoy. Ooh, okay. That's a resonating one. Anyone that has lovely limiting beliefs like money doesn't grow on trees or you have to work really hard to earn money. Anyone that feels they are not good enough to receive money coming to them. Anyone or any block that someone has who's working in a so-called spiritual job or an energetic work and feels they can't charge for it. Woo! I felt that one. I have a beautiful article in my latest magazine that hopefully in next couple of days will also be available online for everyone around the world that talks about exactly that. Yeah, that is complex, that one. I am so aware and I can so see that I don't quite know exactly how it looks, but I definitely know that this work that you are doing, whether it is in sharing a tool like I do, whether it is working with natural remedies, whether it is work in psyche or aromatherapy oils, that are any tool and sharing a gift you have or any tool that helps people to transform their blockages and to live their full potential, to realize that's who we really are, and living from that place of being joyful, balanced, connected, that is the new currency. How exactly that looks, I don't know, but I know it's already there in lots of areas, but it will be coming even stronger. And in the meantime, all we really have to learn is to accept that the word money is only a word that has been created but has massive connotations, and that what clients are offering you back is an energy exchange. And there are lots and lots and lots of people who want exactly what it is that you are offering and are more than willing to pay money for that. As long as we are holding these beliefs in us that spiritual work has to be free, or, for example, we made a vow or a contract in one of our past lives saying we are not accepting any material gifts for the work we do because we have been a monk, or we have been a nun, or we have been some sort of that. These blockages can still be active in this lifetime and prevent us from creating an income that allows us to continuously share our gift instead of having a job that we don't really want to do, but we need to do because our landlord is still not quite open to the idea that we are sending him love and light and he lets us live in the house. So, but I know it's coming. There is a massive shift going on and happening, and I can see people just exchanging goods for services. And in many areas, how it was thousands of years ago, we'll be doing that part again. However, in the meantime, I know it's easy to say. I have had to learn that myself, and I'm still working through some of those blockages myself. The work we do and you do is so important. It's the most important thing right now. So, and there are lots and lots of people who are looking for you, and they have, lots of money. There are plenty who have a lot, and they are happily giving this to you as well. I found it interesting. That part was the strongest in regards to blockages around money. And interesting enough, though, this group had more so far. I felt more stuff with health and well-being. And in the end, isn't that far more important than $50,000 in the bank account? If you are healthy and you feel well and you feel good, it doesn't really matter how much is on your bank account. Okay, so let's tackle relationships, and then we do the work on increasing the energy. Basically, everything is about relationships, and the most basic relationship is with yourself. And I, again, in 2 pointings, explain always bring everything back down. Everything is energy. And energy is either blocked or it flows. Energy is traveling in the form of frequencies or vibration. So following that, when we are energy, the way we are interacting with everything else that also is energy is by communicating via frequencies and vibration. So when I am feeling a feeling of joy, my body is sending out little waves or sounds or frequencies that are joyful and fun and something like that. So immediately everything that has the same frequency can tune back into me, and it's coming back to me. I'm attracting more of that, and so I'm in constant interaction with everything around me, whether it is your house, your plants, your animals, your kids, your partner, your computer, your work. Everything is energy, and we are this transmitter, or this beam of light that is constantly sending stuff out and receiving the same frequency back. And therefore, it is so very important that we are working on ourselves first and increasing our own energy, so that because when you do this, you go to a higher frequency, you attract exactly the same back. And that's how everything will become more lighter or joyful or expansive. So let's look at relationships. You just either, again, think about a particular one that you are having that challenges you a bit, or that you just say anything, you know, you are ready to let go of? Just for the fun's sake, I just had an idea. I would like you to think about your parents and grandparents or grandparents, in particular around those ones, whether it's the father's side or the mother's side, where there is a little bit of an issue going on. And again, you do not have to think about it the whole time. As soon as we start working, you can let go and you just relax. But I had the idea of straight away going into the patterns rather than just your own personal energy field. So please think about any family member from your father's side or your grandmother's side, ideally already grandparents. That's what I'm sensing, in any area that is challenging. Either it was challenging to your parents or it is still challenging for you. Okay, here we go. Wow. Oh. Oh. I'm not sure about you, but I got really, really stiff, and now I'm getting very, very hot. Just think about this as the first global family constellation work. Another really good one that you can throw in there is thinking about any exes. Ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-father-in-law, here you go, mother-in-law. I just have this, just briefly close my eye and have this visual of a, I'm not sure, I think you call it hexagon or something, with all these green little dots in between. And the other thought I had is the only way I believe we achieve world peace is by transforming all old limiting patterns from all our families all over the world, because they are still influencing massively on a global scale everything that is going on everywhere. And the only way to do something is new, to really transform all the pain that has been caused, but all in the meantime, more so the underlying patterns that we are still working with and running on autopilot without actually being really aware of this. Without using any blame, without using any pointing fingers, without the hurt, without any of this, just simply transforming all the patterns. Including the patterns that you brought from a past lifetime. Or any other time, space, and dimension. Addressing any blockages that are related to any karmic patterns. In regards to relationships. And then most importantly, any blockages in relation to the relationship with yourself. That prevent you from living from this place of who you really are, that is expansive, creative, unlimited, joyful, giving, connected. Okay, that was a good one. In between, I have to look at the messages, so therefore I need my thing. If you ever feel you want to give me a little bit feedback in between, I would very much appreciate that. Just would like to know that you are tuned in, that you are receiving the work, and whether you feel anything. If you feel like it in between, just type a couple of sentences. Okay. We will possibly go a little bit over that hour, but that's absolutely fine. So what I would like to do now is working from a different angle. And for this one, again, I'm not explaining the whole procedure, but for this one, I need you to sit really comfortably, relax, and go into a place. And you can close your eyes for that. I will do that too. Go into a place where you felt any time in your life, and this can be as recently, just now, where you have a feeling of joy, of being confident, of feeling safe, of feeling competent, feeling empowered. Any of those feelings that give you this, that makes you take that extra step in your walk, or extra spring in your step, I think you say. Any of those feelings, and however you go there as individuals. So some of you may remember a particular incident, or you have a memory, and you remember, your brain cannot distinguish between whether you're actually experiencing it right now or whether you are imagining it, or bringing that imagination from a past memory. So you either can go into fairyland, if that's what creates the feeling for you, and imagine what you would like it to be, or you go to a past memory, or if you already are really good and tuning into your body, you're going into that space right now internally, And just, oh, great. Thank you very much for that. So just go into that place, close your eyes, and go into any of those places that give you a feeling of either joy, you're feeling safe, you're feeling empowered, creative, loved. And visualize that feeling as a golden, warm, sparkling and beautiful light around about your heart chakra. This light is getting stronger and stronger, and you are starting to see how it pulsates. Now this light is expanding. And it's making its way into your head. It is filling all the cells in your head with this beautiful, golden, warm, and sparkling light. Paying particular attention to any dark spots. Filling every single cell with this golden, warm, sparkling, beautiful light. And now it's expanding even further. It moves into your neck, into your shoulders, paying particular attention to any areas in your neck or your shoulders that feel a bit tense or rigid or even painful. Again, filling every single cell of your body in that area with golden, warm, sparkling light. And now it moves down into your torso, filling your arms, your hands, your fingertips. You can even feel them tingling with this golden, warm, sparkling, beautiful light, touching every single cell in those arms. It moves down your torso into your hips. Again, paying any particular attention to areas that are a bit dark, that may be stiff or rigid, and feel inflexible. Filling every single cell with this warm, sparkling, beautiful light. Now it's moving into your legs, your knees, your lower legs, your feet, and your toes. You can feel it tingling in your toes. Your whole body is now filled and glowing with this beautiful golden, warm, sparkling light, filling every single cell in your body. Transforming, dissolving, healing, and energizing every part of your body. And the light is getting stronger and stronger. And all you do is focus on this wonderful feeling of being safe, being loved, empowered, confident, joyful. The light is now bursting out of your head chakra, flowing into your energy field. Paying particular attention to any area in your aura that is a little bit dark, but needs some extra of this beautiful, golden, warm, sparkling light. Your whole body, your whole aura is now filled, sparkling, brimming with this amazing, beautiful light. Transforming, dissolving, healing, and energizing every single part of your body, inside and out. We are now asking your subconscious to help with this process and transform, dissolve, or throw out any beliefs, any stories, any attachments that no longer serve your higher purpose from the past, the future, the present, through all time, space, and dimension. All you need to do is simply enjoy this amazing feeling of being loved, being safe, joyful, abundant, empowered, confident, while your subconscious continues with this process until it is finalized. And after that, we are asking your subconscious to reorganize every thought, every belief, every remaining story, and increase their frequencies so that you are vibrating on a higher frequency. And we are asking your subconscious to always update this process and continue to increase your vibration to higher and higher frequencies. All you currently can see or feel is this amazing, beautiful, golden, warm, sparkling light. And we are now ready to come together and share this light between us. So visualize that you are holding hands with each other, so that we are creating a grid around the planet, and all of us shining, energizing, increasing our own frequency and that of everyone in the group, connecting all of us in this grid around the planet. And we can even increase the pulsation and the intensity a little more. And the overflowing light is now also touching every single cell, being, energy field that is between us, transforming, transmuting, dissolving any energy blocks, sharing the high frequency and increasing the light everywhere. This is who we really are, souls of light. This is the feeling we want more of and align ourselves with, especially with our human bodies. Let's focus a little extra love and light and energy in any area around or within this planet that needs a bit more. Stay in that space while I try to read the messages from others. Although there are dark clouds in the sky, we'll be protected from the thunderstorm. By joy as wide as the whole country is wide, and love as big as eggs are. This is a Polish saying. Chociacz niebosie, chmurksi, Shazlonia nazodbuzi, Radosh nakali kra, I śmiech wielkości jaj. Dziękuję I jestem wdzięczna za to, że jestem godna I mam prawo być szanowana, szałszowana I ceniona przez innych jako Wartościowa jednostka. Dziękuję i jestem wdzięczna za to, że stanowię właśnie część społeczeństwa. Kocha i rozumie wieści swoich członków jako indywidualne jednostki, które mają prawo do nieskończonego rozwoju i które dzielą się swoimi talentami i potencjałami z innymi. A message from Maya and Barbara. I thank myself, and I'm grateful that I'm respected, noticed, and appreciated by others as unique and valued member of society. I'm grateful and I thank for being a part of a society which respects, understands, and loves all its members as individuals who have rights to never-ending personal development and to share their talents and potential with help of everlasting energy of life and information. And now I would like us to really notch it up a little bit more for us personally, knowing we are holding hands, and then with one big intention, send this feeling, this energy right into the universe. Giving it a direct and clear instruction that this is what we want more of. And the universe responds immediately and sends that energy back. And we are now integrating that as resources. And now ask your soul to come forward. So that you can now merge and align with that aspect of you and dissolve the illusion of being separate. And feel this amazing rise of beautiful, wave-like, expansive, amazing energy filling your whole being. Two points become one. This is who you are. Ask your soul to help you remember more and more on a daily basis that this is who you are, and to help you to live every day, in every action, in every communication from this place. knowing that all these other souls that are joining currently are supporting us on this journey. We are in this together. There is no separation. Remember this feeling. And be aware that you can go back here anytime you like and share your light, your gift, your personality, your journey with everyone else. That is something we all can do. And when you're ready, come back into your own body, in your room, into this room, and open up your eyes. As hard as that may seem, I honestly, I had, especially towards the end, I had a feeling I've never ever had before. That was incredible, and I was a bit lost for words. I couldn't quite describe how it felt, but it was the most expansive and peaceful feeling I've ever had. It was beautiful. I apologize to all Polish people for my attempt to read this. I will post the text that I was sent on my Facebook page possibly tomorrow so that you can read it properly. But I always gave you the English translation. But I wanted to acknowledge that your own language and your own culture. So I gave it a go, but I'm hopefully haven't really screwed it up totally. Just, you know, it would be nice for you to communicate for a little while. Just send a little notice or just share right now how you feel. Have you experienced this? You know, what do you think? So that I feel on this level a little bit connected with you too. I must say I thoroughly enjoyed this, and we shall do this again soon. This feeling, the more I do the second part, the more I integrate it also in my daily life, and it gets easier and easier to remember that's who I am, especially when we encounter challenging situations or even joyful situations, appreciating more the connectedness of everything and the understanding that when I look at a bird, I don't just see a bird, I see the amazing beauty and hear the lovely singing, and I pretend or I imagine he sings or she sings for me, and little things like this. But for me, the main thing is this increase of this beautiful feeling. The more we are increasing positive vibrations in our cells, that's where we sometimes, no matter how much we transform, the cells are still sometimes holding on to past memories or to pain or negative emotions. And the more we increase the frequency, the more the cells are also able to let go of the darker aspects of our existence. And in that, then it becomes, you will experience like feelings that you might not have ever experienced before. So thank you very much for being a part of this. What I really would like is if you can share, I will send you the replay link, but if you can share that with others, if you enjoyed it, obviously. And if you could come to my new Facebook page, which is Inspire New Beginnings. I might just put it in here. Inspire New Beginnings. That's my new one, and also my new website. I would really like to share this work with more people and offer more of these events. I think we are at a time where we all are ready for it, and I want to be a part of this wave that changing and kind of washing over the planet at the moment. I want to be a part of this, and I want to connect with others, and so you can help me reach even more people. Let's just, or thank you, Helga, for initiating it. Everyone plays a part of this. I am possibly the one that's talking here the whole time, but however, I couldn't do this without any of you. Muchas felicidades para todos, or muchas gracias. Or Teresa, Oliver, that sounds more English, but obviously it's a little bit of Spanish. ¿Cómo está? I used to speak Spanish really well, but if you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you lose it, same as with any other tool. Thank you, Susanne. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Rosie, and Eva, Teresa. That's the ones I can see at the moment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing it with others. And send me questions, send me an email with comments if you ever want a particular topic or another event of those. This is a two-way stream. Then just please let me know. And I wish you all a wonderful now day or evening or night. Stay in this space a little longer. And as I say, when you are in the space and you are sending this as an intent up to the universe, and you can want this, you can say, universe, I want more of this. Don't think, oh, this would be nice. No, this is what you want more of. Just be clear that you are in this beautiful space, in the place of where we feel confident and yeah, safe and protected and empowered, whatever it is that you are really after. So I would like to say Aroha Nui, Kakiteano, and I will see you possibly soon at some point again. Pomarie.